What's going on, everybody? This is Joe, and I am here for, weirdly, the final, for now but probably for good, Modern Horizons 3 pre-release kit opening. I know that we have not done a lot of these individual videos. In fact, this is the only individual pre-release kit opening video that we're doing, because the other one that we did was me opening 3 other pre-release kits, and if you missed that video, you can go check up in the top right-hand corner up there. Feel free to click or tap that. But, you know, these are a little expensive. They're cool, and we had a lot of fun with them. I have also opened a lot of other product from this set, and that will all be linked at the beginning, or at the end of the video. So if you missed the big opening that I did, where I opened $5,000 worth of retail product from this set in play booster boxes and collector booster boxes, I encourage you to go check that out. Did you know the best things come in threes? Look, they're right there. The Eldrazi. Maybe we'll see one of them today, one of those particular Eldrazi. On the inside, we've got this awesome Hedron art. It's really, really amazing with the maze underneath it and stuff. Really cool. You can see the Eldrazi there again. I'll leave this box off on the side. It is so appropriate that we opened a red D20. I opened now 6 pre-release kits from this set. I opened 5 red dice. But, obviously, I have all 5 of the different colors. It's because I traded around for the rest of them, because clearly the set, for me at least, had an overabundance of red dice. It was ridiculous. Here is the insert, or the divider, that would be inside, or that is inside of each of the kits, that you would use to separate your deck and your sideboard, or however you want to use it. And then there's this little insert for building a pre-release deck. Super important for pre-release, especially because I always say that pre-release is like a really good thing for newer players. For this set, I kind of was unsure if that was completely fair, because there's so many keywords. I mean, obviously this is a set that goes directly into Modern, so it's a lot more powerful, I would argue, right? Constructed leaning. So that was kind of interesting, but I don't know. I still guess, you know, it would be fine. Complete your journey to scenic blood-stained mire. And you can see the 2, like, tourists down here going to visit the blood-stained mire, and they're kind of pointing at it and gesturing towards it and stuff. Hilarious. I actually think that's a very, very funny insert. I like it a lot. We've got the packs themselves. And I owe folks a bit of an apology, because how would I have known, I suppose? But still, I did give out the information as if I knew it was correct, and I was wrong. These codes for MTG Arena, in the past they have been that you can only use 1 code per account on MTG Arena. That's not the rule anymore. Reading the bottom of the card, it tells you it's 5 codes per account. Now, I've opened 6 kits now. I guess I said 5, but 6 kits now. And I mean, I only used a couple of codes for myself. We are giving away the rest of them. In the video where I opened 3 kits, I gave away all 3 of those codes. And in this video where I opened this code, I could use this one. I'm going to choose not to, because I want to say thank you to all of you for watching our stuff. So at some point in this video, I'm going to be giving away this code. So if you've already used one, this one should still work for you, but if you've already used 5, it will not. If you're unfamiliar, the other 3 cards in this little package are stand-in cards for double-faced cards. There are a lot of cards that are land on one side, spell on another, and so if you're playing unsleeved, this is a way for you to be able to do that. You just write, you know, whatever you want on these to let you know what's the front side, the back side, what it does, etc. But we'll leave those off on the side, and we start with our promo foil rare in Archway of Innovation. That's a gorgeous foiling pattern. I like that a lot. Wow. Really, really nice. Okay, I mean, you know, I'm not in love with these lands personally. Like, the next spell you cast has Improvise. There's not really a lot of artifacts in this set. There's some, but there's not a lot. So I guess what I'm saying is that I feel like that card doesn't pull me into blue, or like tell me that I really want to be playing blue. But I guess we'll have to see what the rest of the kit does. I think if I'm in blue, I still don't know. We also need artifacts, so we'll see. But we have a Thriving Skyclaw. That's a good one. Utter Insignificance, also good. Gift of the Viper. Accursed Marauder. Dog Umbra. I really love this card. Perilous Landscape. Okay, we'll try to keep track of all of our fixing because that is extremely helpful, whether you're splashing or even if you're just in 2 colors, this could still be quite helpful. We have an Arc-Bound Condor, all right, that's an artifact, and it's our first uncommon. Wumpus Aberration is the second. This is a good one, especially if we can get some colorless going. And an Amped Raptor. Now, obviously, we don't know how many uncommons are in each pack. It's random because we're dealing with play boosters here. So let's see what we have next. It is an uncommon, and it is a double-faced card in Boggart Trawler that on the other side, you could also choose to play it as a Boggart Bog. So a land that produces black. Behind it, another uncommon, although a very, very good one, in Reefworm. If you have, like, we dealt with this when we played our streamer event, sponsored by Wizards of the Coast. If you didn't get a chance to see that, I'll probably try to link that at the end as well for you. So you should go check that out. But we were able to, anytime we tried to exile one of these, the person who played it seemed to have some sort of instant speed way of killing it quickly so they could turn it into the fish, and then eventually into the kraken, and then, hopefully throughout the course after turning into the whale, blah, blah, blah. But this is a very good card, especially, like I said, if you have ways of just leaving it there to block with, or instant speed ways of bouncing it or killing it or something so that your opponent wastes an exile spell on it. Behind it, our rare is Kudo, King Among Bears. Amy loves this guy, if you're unfamiliar. Amy, my wife, also participates in many videos on this channel, but Kudo, King Among Bears, one of Amy's favorites, so there you go. I'll have to give this to her when she gets home later. Behind it, our foil is I just talked about liking it, a foil Dog Umbra. In fact, this is my first foil Dog Umbra, and it's really good looking. Holy crap. That looks so cool in foil. Oh, I love that. Very, very nice. Behind Dog Umbra, a also foil Full Art Swamp. Hell yeah. These are great. Beautiful cards. Beautiful. And we have a Phyrexian Germ token as well. If you're unfamiliar with how I'd like to do these videos, first of all, I am the person who has opened more pre-release kits than anyone else on the entirety of YouTube. And so even though this is my last one for this, I'm still not planning on stopping anytime soon. Stay tuned for more Bloomborough content, and don't forget to sub and ring that bell. We have Utter Insignificance again. That's really nice to have 2 of those. Gift of the Viper again. Drossclaw. Another Dog Umbra. That's 3 Dog Umbras. Skoa Ember Mage. Okay, we want to have duplicates of this guy. A Drownyard Lurker, which you can cycle with blue. A Cranial Ram. Ethereum Terramander. It's our first uncommon. Ondu Knotmaster is the second. And Kozilek's Unsealing is the third. Again, another blue card. Our blue is pretty strong, I won't lie. I talked about the Archway as our promo foil not being what leads us into blue, but the rest of the cards seem to be so far, at least. Behind this, we have another uncommon double-faced card in Sundering Eruption, or you can play it as a Volcanic Fissure. Okay, very nice. Behind it, we have a reprint in Junk Diver. So I am not much of a constructed player, as folks who watch us on stream on Mondays will know. We stream MTG Arena every Monday at 8 p.m. Eastern here on this channel. But I did hear a lot of pretty prevalent constructed players talking about being excited that Junk Diver has been reprinted in this set and printed into Modern because of it. So there you go for all of you constructed players out there. As with anything that I talk about today, let me know your thoughts down in the comments below. Behind Junk Diver, I believe our rare, is Kozilek's Command. Now, obviously, we had like the Perilous Landscape, and I've been trying to keep track of other lands that we've opened, but if we can get some more, I guess we could try to play this. It's a very good card. Very, very nice. And behind it, our foil is a foil uncommon, gorgeous, by the way, in Monstrous Vortex. These foils are very pretty. You know, I feel like these days, foils are kind of hit and miss, but these have been great so far in this particular kit. Very nice. I mean, come on, just gorgeous down there. Monstrous Vortex. Behind it, a servo token. Okay, at the end of this pack, we'll be halfway through. If you're unaware, the way I like to do these particular videos is I want to know from all of you, if you opened this kit at pre-release, what type of a deck would you try to make? So play along with me at home and let me know down in the comments below. That's why I've been saying I think blue's really good, maybe some white as well. I'm not sure yet, but those dog umbers are kind of hard to ignore. We have a Smelted Charge Bug, Serum Visionary, very nice. An Eldrazi Repurposer, Grave Dig, Jolted Awake, another landscape in Seething Landscape, okay, another landscape in Contaminated Landscape, very nice. Our first uncommon is Null Elemental Blast. I just love the look of this card. I mean, purple, my personal favorite color. So obviously there's like a lot of purple on this card, but it's very, very pretty to me. Love it. We have a Guardian of the Forgotten as well. Nice. And a Territory Color. This card is quite good and was used to very good effect against us in the streamer event. Which means our next card is another uncommon in Brain Surge. I mean, yeah, blue seems pretty okay, huh? Which means we have our rare in Sapphire Medallion. Wow, yeah, this kit wants you to be in blue. Blue spells cost 1 less for 2 mana as an artifact. And I mean, hey, it's an artifact, Archway of Innovation. It's definitely a thing. So I'll keep my eyes open. But that's really nice, the Sapphire Medallion. Behind it, our foil? No. Holy crap, that's amazing. It is Kozilek, the Broken Reality. Now, it's a 9-mana 9/9. Wow. That's very impressive. So this is sealed, right? It's a lot slower of a format than Draft. There are definitely opportunities to be able to get this Kozilek out. I mean, I think no matter what deck I would be playing, but this card gets in. This is incredible. Absolutely incredible. Wow. Okay, and then our foil is a foil common Faithful Watchdog. See, so like this foiling pattern is fine. Like it's cool up here, right in the background on that cloudy area, but otherwise kind of dark, kind of a dark foil. So like, not as impressive, but like I said, that like top portion up there is quite nice. And the dog's armor a little bit too. Really, really cool. Okay. And then, ooh, an art card for the Jet Medallion. We just opened the Sapphire Medallion as an actual card, but here's the art card for the Jet Medallion. Very nice. We are halfway through this opening, and we've already gotten a pretty good one in Kozilek. That's great. I did say maybe we would see them in this video, and then we did. We have a Serum Visionary. That's it, everybody. I rigged it. You figured it out. I didn't. I don't have that kind of time on my hands, unfortunately. We have an Eldrazi Repurposer, Grave Dig, Jolted Awake, Smelted Charge Bug, Warped Tusker, Riddle Gate Gargoyle. Okay, again, another artifact. We were talking about white and blue being good. Okay, yeah, sure. We have a Glaring Flesh Raker as our first uncommon. I could probably play this. Yeah. We have an Unstable Amulet and a Razorgrass Ambush. This definitely gets in because we could play it as this instant for 2 to deal 3 damage to an attacking or blocking creature, or we could play it as the other side, the Razorgrass Field, if we really needed a land. Behind it, speaking of really needing a land, it's another uncommon in Cephalid Colosseum. Now, if we have Threshold, we could sack this and make someone draw 3 and then discard 3. It could be ourselves. But we have to have 7 or more cards in our graveyard. I don't know how easy that would necessarily be to do. I guess we'd have to see how the deck works out. But this is another, possible blue land with upside. And then the downside is that if you use it to add blue, it deals a damage to you. So I'm not in love with this cycle of land, but I mean, it was reprinted for a reason. So anyway, behind the Cephalid Colosseum, we have a Crabomination. We haven't really been looking at black to be able to play. Again, another card that Amy loves, but probably not one that we would be playing today. Behind Crabomination, our foil, is a foil Eldrazi Repurposer. I did just mention that we weren't looking at green, but that is another gorgeous foil. Look at that. That's showing up really nicely. Shout out to our lighting. Behind the Repurposer, a non-foil Full Art Swamp. Still very pretty. And a Cat Warrior token. Shoutouts to my boy, Ajani. So as I said before, this is the code for MTG Arena. Like I said, it's our small way of saying thank you to all of you for watching our stuff. I mean, if this code works for you, shout it out in the comments. Just say, hey, the first code worked for me, or the code worked for me. There's only one. But the code worked for me, just so that, people aren't wasting their time. And I genuinely hope you all get good stuff. As a reminder, besides being live every Monday at 8 p.m. Eastern right here on this channel, we're also live every Friday at 8 p.m. Eastern playing whatever video game we happen to be playing at the time. So we encourage you to check that out. We also have 2 other channels, links down in the description box below, for Video Games for All, where all of our video game VODs go from our streams, as well as Gluten Free for All. And you can check those channels out as well, and we would love it if you would sub and ring the bells there also. We have another Jolted Awake. That's a lot. We have a second Skoa, a Deem Inferior, Ether Spike, yeah, very nice, Evolution Witness, another Warped Tusker, Scurry of Gremlins, not a bad card at all, and our first uncommon, Mogmob, and Consuming Corruption. Some cool cards we've opened today, which means our next card is Tamiyo Meets the Story Circle. I'm not in love with this card. Like, our blue is very good, and we've opened a fair bit of good blue. This is possibly not one of them. I think if I'm piling up all my good blue cards, this probably isn't in it. Maybe it's a maybe, but it could also just be a flat no. Like I said, I'm not in love with this one. Behind it, we have a reprint in Wirewood Symbiote, an uncommon. And our rare, I assume? Yes, we have Wrath of the Skies. Okay, I mean, a blue-white energy strategy seems to be showing itself a fair bit. This is cool. Okay, yeah, I mean, it cares about mana value. It's like a board wipe in white. I'll take it. Very, very nice. Behind it, our foil is another Territory color, but this one in foil. Our green is looking pretty good as well. At least with the 3 common fetches that we got, there was no green in any of them. There was white-blue in 2 of them, but no green in any of them. That's really awkward, because I would love to try to do some white in here too, or green in here too. Okay, weird. Behind Territory color, we have a foil Plains, regular Plains, or regular art Plains. Not bad. And a zombie token. All right, last pack. Let's see if it helps us. I think it might be a little greedy to go into a 3rd color at this point. I feel like with all of the good blue and white that we've seen, we definitely don't need a 2nd color, but it might be nice. Or a 3rd color, silly me. But it might be nice to get some of these good green cards in here. Speaking of which, we have an Evolution Witness, a Wither and Bloom, Solstice Zealot, very nice for more energy stuff, Siege Smash, a lot of S words today, Corrupted Shapeshifter, that's a good one, definitely gets in, Expanding Ooze, Writhing Chrysalis, it's a fun one, Reckless Pyro Surfer is our first uncommon, Lion Umbra is the second, not bad, and a Waterlogged Teachings is the third. Now, notably, we could play this in mono blue. I don't know that I love it. Instant card or card with flash, but it's 4 mana, so yeah, like I said, I don't love this one. Or you could play it as the Inundated Archive. This might not get in. Well, I guess we'll have to look at our instants and sorceries. We do have or instants or cards with flash, I should say. We do have some, but I don't know. Like I said, I don't know that this pulls us in that direction. Behind it, we have a Meteoric Mace as another uncommon. And our rare, I assume, yeah, is a Detective's Phoenix. Not for this deck, but a cool card nonetheless. Behind it, our foil is another red card in Pinnacle Monk. That is a sick foil. Absolutely gorgeous. And notably, this is also a double-faced card. And on the other side, it's a, oh wow, very pretty, a Mystic Peak. Look at that, the light shining through the hole in that rock. Very, very gorgeous. Loving that in foil. Behind it, just a Plains and an Eldrazi Spawn token. Well, I mean, speaking of Eldrazi, we opened the big boy himself in Kozilek. Very nice open today. Like I said, I would probably go leaning towards either blue-white or maybe blue-green. And in fact, I guess if we did blue-green splash white, because we have the two fetch lands that can go get white or blue, that would probably be pretty good, but I want to know what you think. You have the benefit of, going backwards and forwards and stuff. I'm not going to do that before the end of this video, so yeah, I encourage you to let me know your thoughts. I think blue is our main color, kind of no question. We want to play cards like Kozilek, so maybe green had some ramp cards in there that I wasn't focused on in the beginning. And that might help us out quite a bit. Maybe I splash the white, maybe I don't. Let me know your thoughts. Like I said, the three dog Umbras are kind of hard to ignore. Removal is kind of important. So, yeah, whatever you would do, I want to hear from you. Let me know if you opened any cool stuff from this set, foils, alt arts, if you opened collector booster packs. I want to hear about the cool cards that you opened if you haven't already told me in a prior video. Check out these other videos. They're going to be popping up on the screen here any second now if they're not here already, because like I said, we've opened a lot of product from this set so far. So if you enjoyed this video, you should definitely go check out some more. And we would love it if you would stick around to watch more of our stuff in the future. Obviously, if you're enjoying us, you can subscribe and ring that bell. You'll get notifications whenever any of our videos come out and whenever we go live. And like I said, other channels linked down in the description box below, as well as our socials, especially Gluten Free for All's Instagram. I mentioned Amy earlier. She is doing some great stuff over there as well. So, thank you all so very much for watching. I really hope everybody enjoyed. And for now, from us here at the Geek for All family of channels, I have been Joe. And as we always say, in whichever video of ours you watch next, we will see you all next time. Thanks, everybody.